Hello. First, let me say I just tried 6 times to do this as a YouTube, but uh, it crashed 6 times. I lost connectivity. So we're doing, thank goodness we have some backup technology to share the message that I want to share with you today. First, before we get into a discussion of what has happened with our digital video book in December and what's going to happen in January, I want to take this opportunity to thank each one of you, the 28 of you, for your commitment to the project and extend my fondest, best wishes for a holiday season of much health, happiness, and prosperity. I certainly hope for you and your families. I certainly hope that 2014 has been a year where you were able to meet and exceed your expectations, and that you are looking forward to 2015 with as much excitement as I am. The things that have happened so far in the last 90 to 100 days clearly indicate that 2015 will probably be the most productive year I've ever had in my life. So that is indeed exciting. In December, we actually launched our HOAs with uh, specific themes, and they were themes to the book or introductory chapters to the book. And I This is not the final execution, but the design of the cover is going to be, the light is shining on a little crazy here. There we go. Uh, that's essentially what the cover is going to look like. I just took my 2007 book cover and updated it to 2015. In the month of December, I had a wonderful, little over an hour discussion with David Amerlin on small business marketing and sales. In that particular HOA, we looked at some predictions that folks are making for 2015 and what David's commentary was on those predictions. And by the way, it was a totally extemporaneous conversation. I had a wonderful hour plus discussion with Jim Shankle, a brilliant business strategist, small business strategist. And we talked about a lot of things, but the main theme in that discussion was a concept actually that Jim has developed to in 1 hour's time, you can create a business plan, not only for a business, but as we discussed, it could be done for a project that you do within your business to test the validity of the project. And Jim explains the whole concept and how it works, how he developed it. And we are in discussions on how we might even take that particular discussion to the next level. Had a discussion with America's #1 small business tax expert, Barbara Weltman, and Barbara talked about the half a dozen things that small businesses must think about, not just tax things, but money matters things that small businesses must be thinking about in 2015. Then Vivek and William Rock and I had a discussion, as you know, because most of you know both Vivek and William. They are technology gurus. And the way that we're going with that particular conversation, Vivek was talking about a lot of Google applications, things that we can be using in our small business that make our businesses run more efficiently. That's what he is an expert on, among other things. And William, we started talking a little bit about cybersecurity, and we are seeing almost on a daily basis major things that are happening on the internet. And William has a cadre of thoughts and ideas of things that small businesses ought to be doing to protect their existence in cyberspace. I should mention also that William and Vivek and I are actually in discussions on what the next steps might be for them as a result of the HOA conversation we had. About 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer, I had an opportunity to look at a side of Eric Anga that I had never really studied before, and that's the entrepreneurial side of him. We all know his expertise and his knowledge of SEO and all the things that need to be considered and done in marketing on the internet from a pure technology perspective. But there was another side that we saw in Eric, and oh my goodness, Eric, I don't know if you know this about him, but he has started 4 businesses, 3 of which he started and sold. And he has some very interesting lessons to be learned that he learned from those businesses that he started. And the most interesting concept that we really spent a lot of time developing was the concept that a small business owner needs to develop multiple revenue streams, ensuring that the cash flow of the business is where it needs to be. And Eric made the point very clearly that in his business startups, they were being fed with money that Eric was generating in his consulting business. It's a wonderful discussion, wonderful lesson to be learned. And then last week, I visited the entrepreneurship department of the University of Cincinnati and had my once or twice every year discussion with Dr. Chuck Matthews. Chuck and I have been friends for probably 7+ years now. He's been a strong supporter of everything that I do. And I go to Chuck as my entrepreneurial mentor. Not only did he start the University of Cincinnati Department of Entrepreneurship, one of the first such departments in the entire United States, but he is a sought-after speaker on entrepreneurship all around the world. Half a dozen times a year, he will be someplace in the world talking about entrepreneurship. The biggest challenge I have with Chuck is trying to figure out where he is and how he and I might connect. I don't know that we've ever actually done an HOA. Maybe we've done one with him being away from his desk, but typically we like to get together in the Department of Entrepreneurship at UC. So we had a wonderful. Chuck actually has a book himself coming out in March. Entrepreneurship and innovation, and we talked a little bit about the book, and Chuck has developed a beautiful model of entrepreneurship that he uses in his classroom, and that was one of the major themes of that particular HOA. So that's what happened in December. What's going to happen in January? 5th of January, I'm going to do an HOA with Terry Leigh Britton, Scott Scowcroft, Jeff C., and Arizona Low. The topic, of course, for the folks that know the four of them, is video marketing, and how so very important it is to any small business strategy, marketing strategy for 2015. In that particular HOA, since those four are the experts, I'll create some questions for them, who, what, where, why, when, and how type questions, and we'll get some the best answers available anywhere from those four individuals. A small business strategy, Zara Altair, Stan Bush, Rain Dowell, and Ken Manessi. I have done one-on-one HOAs with each of those four, and I can guarantee that as a group discussion on small business strategy, it will be a wonderful discussion. And I should mention to the four of you that I would like you to get each of you to get 3 small business keywords that we will build questions around, keywords, keyword concepts. I will give everybody access to a document that most of you have probably seen that I created actually a couple months ago. And it has about 125 small business keywords. And I will be doing HOAs in all of 2015 that have all of those small business keywords included in one way or another. But I'm taking this opportunity to have you, your subject matter experts, to create your own small business keywords if you do not find them on that list. I welcome that opportunity to make the content even stronger. So just let me know if you're going to leave that list, the four of you, and just send me a brief ping. These are the keywords that I would like to focus on in the discussion that we have. Small business marketing. We actually have 2 different HOAs on small business marketing. And I had a particular reason for creating 2. The first one is going to, on the 7th, will be with Chef Dennis, Kathy Brown, and Susan Finch. 3 powerful minds on small business marketing, and all of them have demonstrated tremendous knowledge and understanding and success in HOAs that they have done for themselves. And I have done HOAs with each one of those 3 one-to-one also. On the 8th of January, the next day, we will do an HOA on marketing technology. And this panel of Ronnie Bincer, Christine DeGraff, Ben Fisher, and Jason Weiser. I don't think there could be a stronger panel group put together than those 4 individuals at one time. And they will spend a lot of time in their particular area of expertise, with specific focus on Google technology and how important it is to small businesses. So that is going to be more of one of my traditional type HOAs. And oh my goodness, the power of those 4 individuals and the knowledge and of an understanding of marketing technology. And then our second HOA on marketing, standalone marketing, small business marketing, will be on the 9th with Brooke Ballard, Jess Duell, and Dustin Stout. And once again, I would like the 3 of you to each look at my list of small business keywords, grab 3 to 5 of those words for yourself, or create new ones that you would like to create that would be appropriate for our discussion. Then on the 13th, we have We only have one panelist scheduled for the 13th, and that one we're still talking about its development, but it is on customer care. I have a friend that I've had for uh, at least 10 years, I think. Ed, it's been pretty close to 10 years. Ed is doesn't have a big presence on Google Plus. Some of you have met him, but his expertise is in customer care, and he and I are still in development of that particular HOA discussion. If you have any folks that you would like to recommend to be on that panel with Ed, please let me know. On the 19th of January, I'll be doing an HOA, interestingly enough, with two friends that live right here in Cincinnati. Both of them have some Google Plus presence. I've done multiple HOAs with both of them. And Dan Krask is a branding expert. He has a very interesting background and has developed a small business for himself. And his clientele are extremely interesting. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about personal branding. We'll talk about business branding. And Dan is certainly an expert in that category. And then my friend John Fox. I've known John for over 20 years. He is the finest small business marketing research expert that I've ever read or met or interacted with or discussed or studied. John is a master of understanding the research and actually executing the research either on a one-to-one basis in a focus group. I've participated in focus groups for John over the years. So he does marketing research and research marketing is what he calls it. And not only does he do the research and understands the research, but he's very, very strong in creating a marketing strategy around the research that he has done. That's what's going to happen in January. And I want to thank everybody for their encouragement, their active participation, their expertise. This project is absolutely the most fascinating, exciting, and fun project that I have ever done. And we've only just begun. As I've discussed, and you've followed me on it, every month we are going to continue adding chapters, adding questions in HOAs. We will do them every month in 2015. So not only are we talking, will we be addressing very basic considerations for small business, but if there happens to be something happening at that moment that we need to address and need to share its content, its information, we have the capability to do it. Just do it. Turn it on. Set up the event. Do the HOA, and that is a very exciting way to share information. And we all know the potential engagement that exists with the HOAs that we do every day. That's it. I will share this Google Doc with you that has all the about 125 small business keywords. Grab the ones that you want to address specifically. Let me know what they are so we can craft the questions around those. If you don't see something on the list that needs to be on the list, let me know that also. So once again, thank you, and take the next couple days and enjoy them with your families. And It's been a great year, and a greater one is ahead of us. I'll see you the next time, which may very well be the best time.